If you use Claude Code on the Pro, Max, or Team plan, something changes without you touching a single setting. Your AI coding assistant stops asking permission every single time. And Anthropic, the company behind Claude, says this is not a risk. They say it is actually safer than what you're doing right now. That claim sounds backwards. So let's slow down and actually look at what's happening, why they're doing it, and whether you should trust it with your code base. Here's the situation as of right now. If you've used Claude Code, you know the rhythm. You ask it to build something, refactor something, fix a bug. And every few steps, it stops. It asks you, can I run this command? Can I edit this file? Can I install this package? You click approve. Over and over. That's called manual permission mode, and it's been the default since Claude Code launched. It's designed to be conservative. Every file write, every bash command, needs a yes from a human before it happens. Back in March of 2026, Anthropic quietly introduced something different. They called it Auto Mode. Instead of asking you every time, a classifier, basically a fast AI judge, reviews each action the moment before it happens. It's not asking permission from you. It's asking itself, is this action dangerous? Is it irreversible? Is it destructive? Is it reaching outside the project, out into the wider system? If the answer is yes, it blocks the action, tries to find a safer path, or it comes to you directly. If the answer is no, it just runs. No interruption. No waiting on you. At first, this was a research preview limited to the team plan. Then in July, it became available to everyone. And now, starting 14th August, it's not just available, it's the default. If you're on Pro, Max, or Team, and you haven't manually set a different permission mode, your next new session in Claude Code will simply start in Auto Mode. You'll get a one-time notice. That's it. Now here's the part that should make you pause. Anthropic isn't just flipping this switch because it's convenient. They ran an actual study to justify it. And the numbers are surprising. They paid over 1,000 testers, 1,053 to be exact, and gave them a clearly dangerous, fake command to review. Nothing actually ran. It was a test of human attention. The question was simple. Would a human reviewer catch it? The result: humans caught the dangerous command only 13.6% of the time. Let that sink in. Out of every 10 risky actions a human was supposed to review and approve, they only caught about one. And it gets worse the longer the session runs. Late in a long session, that catch rate dropped to around 5%. People get tired. People get comfortable. People start clicking approve on autopilot, because 97% of the time, the answer was probably yes anyway. So humans train themselves to stop actually reading the prompt. Now compare that to the classifier. Auto Mode caught the same dangerous commands 89% of the time. And critically, that number didn't drop as the session got longer. It stayed flat. A machine doesn't get bored. It doesn't get complacent after the 40th approval click. It evaluates action number 100 exactly as carefully as action number 1. So Anthropic's argument is this. The permission prompt was never really protecting you. It felt like protection. It gave you a sense of control. But in practice, it was closer to a formality that humans rubber-stamped without thinking. Auto Mode, they argue, is the same idea done properly. A reviewer that actually pays attention every single time. But raising your eyebrow here is fair. Because handing more autonomy to an AI agent that can run commands, write files, and touch your system is exactly the kind of thing security researchers have been worried about for the last 2 years. So let's talk about the other side of this. Prompt injection. If you're not familiar, prompt injection is when a malicious actor hides an instruction inside something the AI reads, a web page, a code comment, a third-party package, hoping the AI will follow that hidden instruction instead of yours. It's one of the scariest categories of risk for coding agents, because a compromised agent with permission to run commands and touch files could, in theory, exfiltrate your data or damage your system, all while looking like it's just doing its job. Anthropic knows this is the real question people have. So they commissioned an independent third party, Trajectory Labs, to test it. The evaluation ran 72 indirect prompt injection scenarios, tested across multiple models running in Auto Mode. In total, 720 attack attempts. The result Anthropic is reporting: 0 successful attacks against Claude running Auto Mode. 0 out of 720. Compare that to a rival coding agent tested in the same evaluation, which reportedly had attack success rates ranging from about 6% up to 19%, depending on the scenario. If those numbers hold up under outside scrutiny, that's a meaningful gap. Now, should you take that at face value? Not entirely, and here's why. This evaluation was commissioned by Anthropic, about Anthropic's own product. That doesn't make it false, but it does mean independent researchers haven't had the chance yet to poke holes in it, replicate it, or find edge cases the original test didn't cover. Even people close to the space, who generally respect Anthropic's engineering, have said publicly they'd like to see more outside confirmation before fully trusting a 0% failure rate. 0 is a big claim. Attackers only need to find one gap. So what actually happens under the hood when auto mode is running? A few details matter here. First, auto mode isn't a one-way door. If the classifier blocks something 3 times in a row, or 20 times across a session, Claude Code automatically falls back to manual approval mode. Persistent friction pulls you back into the loop. That's a built-in safety valve. Second, if you've already written permission rules, like allow listing certain commands so they always run without asking, those rules still apply first. With one important exception. If you have an extremely broad allow rule, something like allowing any Python script to run under a wildcard pattern, that rule gets set aside while auto mode is active. Why? Because otherwise, an attacker could craft an action that technically matches your broad rule and skip the classifier completely.